Hello everyone, welcome to Paper and Pals. It's Alex. Today I'm going to be showing you the mail that I sent to my patrons in August. The theme was vintage advertising. And I'm doing a voiceover, so I'll do my best. My Banana Slugs tier, that's my first tier, receives a postcard. They'll also be receiving these pages from my vintage advertising book. These are really cool pages. They're from this book, International Advertiser's Handbook. They will also be receiving the monthly challenge packs. In the packs, I normally include 5 to 10 junk journal basics, so I've included a base with this one has a postcard stamp on it. I've also included some like Monopoly money, stickers, labels, tabs, a little piece of vintage advertising paper. These are all different. I just kind of pull together 5 to 10 pieces for these. And then each envelope gets a postcard, a paper, and that monthly challenge kit. I do a free trial for this tier, so if you've been watching me and just aren't ready to commit, feel free to do that free trial, and you can always just do the challenge. I do send out more journaling things to the challenge winner. I have been thinking about releasing a picture of what I'm going to be sending out and kind of doing it here on Patreon through the chat feature. Just having you guys post a picture of a journal spread or something that you created using the mail that you got. Let me know if you're interested in that. Next tier is going to be my snail mail tier. This tier gets a pocket. I used Velcro for these just so they close up really cute in journals. You get a small ad, a page from that advertiser's handbook, a page from the Sears Roebuck catalog. You get this little fabric pocket. This is the main item that most tiers will be receiving, just with a flashcard in there. I made a vintage advertising postcard and then the same paper pack here. I think I'm going to show the pieces. The ephemera pack will be the same, so you'll see it in a second. Now I'm moving on to my Slow Laura's tier, which is the paper pack tier. So in this ephemera pack, you get a couple stickers. I've got some that are like tickets to different shows, galleries, events. I've also cut out some real vintage ads, kind of like the ones I used on my cover and on the pockets. I have some Motor State Show tickets, 2 cigarette or tea cards. I think it's 1 tea card and 1 cigarette here. The front will vary, but I really like the back for journaling. There's kind of the brand they came from, some more details. Really cool. I have a price tag, just a blank one. And then these are the playing cards for the month. So we have a whiskey card. We have an Ayers Sarsaparilla card. I really love the girl on this card. And then we have a little girl sailing on the river. She's in a soap box. I thought that one was super cute. And they all advertise a brand. So really on theme. I've also included some papers. So I have this label And then I have papers that are from different businesses, kind of like a ledger. These are recreation, not real vintage, but this one has a business. And then I included some scrapbook paper pieces that would make really good tags or pockets, decorative pieces, and then an alterations tag from like a dry cleaner. And then the last item is going to be a postcard for a place or an event. And like I said, you'll receive that little daisy pocket I sewed around the edges. There's an ad on the front, and then I stamped on a postcard or on a flashcard for inside the pocket. I had a lot of fun with these, and I had enough fabric that I thought you guys would enjoy it too. They are very similar to the ones, I know some of you guys are here because of the collab I did with Paper Terrace. Thank you guys so much and welcome to my channel and my slice of the internet. These pockets are going to be pretty much the same as those. You receive the monthly challenge pack and then the paper pack. I'm going to be showing you guys. So we have a newsprint paper. This one's it's like a thin newsprint. It's a little bit different, but I really like it for journals. Really cool for collages, stamping on it. And then we have a coffee dyed lined paper. I think these might vary, just a coffee dyed paper. I have some ads from a US vintage magazine. I think it's from the 70s. Some more ads from different magazines. I have 2 ads from Jack and Jill. So this one has that t-shirt and then variety page. These are going to be different for every paper pack, but you might have seen some in the longer video I posted before this. Then we have the Johnny Seeds, like botanical flowers, vegetables ad page from this Hounds and Hunting book that I used for a lot of this collection. A sci-fi ad from my vintage analog magazines. A page from the Sears and Roebuck book. A smaller like centerpiece flyer ad for a magazine subscription. 2 pages from that advertising handbook. 1 page will have some pictures or examples of ads, and then 1 page will just be text. Alright, that is everything you will receive if you are in the Slow Loris tier. It's my paper pack tier. Next up we have the Koala tier, which is a small, about 30 page, 60 front and back journal. So you'll get that pocket, you'll get the ephemera pack, the challenge, and then here are some of the pages. Coffee dyed, an ad, vintage ledger, page from that Sears catalog, lined paper. I think that's some newsprint, advertising, a envelope with a clear front is in the center, and then just going through to the back. Really love these covers on these. I meticulously sewed ads on the front and back. Alright. And here I, in the original footage, was just explaining the differences for my tortoise tier. So I have a national, like US only, and then an international. For these, I created journals. These have I'm sorry, so the smaller journal was 15 pages, 30 front and back. This one is 30 pages, 60 front and back. Sorry about that. I've put some vintage bedsheet ties on these. I left them long for most of the journals so that you guys can cut off the excess, use it for what you would like to. And then I'm going to do a flip through of this 30-page journal. As I was saying, my international journal recipient doesn't receive the bulky items, but they will receive everything else that is shown in this. You'll see the pages are super similar. I have a coffee dyed scrapbook paper with some lace. I added this gold like vellum pocket, some more ledger paper, scrapbook paper, extra coffee dyed grid paper, some really cool pages in this journal. I think I also added some vintage onion skin, which you guys will see. I really love these journals. The main thing with my tortoise tier is that you receive the paper pack and the larger journal. And then I try to also include some handmade ephemera and a couple extras. So this month I have a fabric pack that I'm including. It has, I think, maybe about 4 just scraps of fabric that would be really great for tags, pockets, snippets, lots of ephemera, and then I included a piece of fabric from this month's collection. That daisy fabric is so cute. The other extra I made is this handmade ephemera pack. So I have a vintage photo, a vintage advertising postcard that I made, a tag that I sewed around, a little scrappy notebook that has a pocket, so it flips up, and then there's a little pocket in the back for you to put a tag in. And then I made the pocket, so it's a craft page. There's one pocket in the front, and then there's a sewn smaller pocket with a collage that I added some stickers and a little label. I really think this pocket is super cute and will look good in the journals. And then I did fussy cut out some other vintage ads, and I created a selection of like 5 to 10 little ads for each person on my tortoise tier. I put them in this cute little envelope. Thought these would be really cool for snippets and pockets and tags that you can make using the other supplies in this journal. I really try to think it through so that you guys can fully decorate, fully dress this journal with everything that you receive in your pack if you are in the tortoise tier. You get the same ephemera pack everyone else gets. You also get the paper pack. It's super similar. No 2 paper packs will be the same, but we have the same type of papers in these. Alright, now I'm going to show packing the US tortoise tier. You guys will see me doing the paper pack, the journal, the handmade ephemera, the normal ephemera kit, the monthly challenge, the advertising cutouts, and then a little baggie with 3D elements that includes journal corners, like metal book corners, some beads, some buttons, some pins, lots of cool things. And that is everything that I sent out in August to my patrons. Thank you so much for watching.